Okay, today we're going to be installing the VR Aero carbon fiber kit on this 2007 997 Turbo. The VR Aero kit fits all 2007 to 2012 997, 997.2, and that consists of the rear diffuser, rear wing, and then the front spoiler as a replacement. So we're going to pull off this and show you how that fits on there, and once we're done, get some full shots of the product. So let's do the installation. Okay, first you got to take off these two T30 bolts. You got one on either side of the car, and the rest of the stuff is just pushed in place. So once you get those two off, you can pull the lip off. It just kind of snaps around. So to pull the front lip off, it's just all push in there and just go around the horn, and this thing comes right out. Porsche makes it really easy on these earlier cars. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, this is the carbon lip all packaged up. Comes with some double-sided tape, and we usually use a self-tapper on the inside of each fender, but we'll unpackage this so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll hold it up against the car. All right, there's the new carbon lip. That's the VR Aero carbon fiber front lip. Very similar as far as the styling with the front hoops, but it has a little bit more lip to it. So now let's take this over to the car. Okay, so to install this, we're going to start on one side and go around and press it around the horn. Now again, we're going to have to use a self-tapper on the end to hold it in place, but this is more rigid carbon, so we do have to use a little bit extra effort to get this in place here. And you do want to go from one side to the other. That way you don't have any issues. Okay, there we go. And there we go. So now you can see the lips on there. We're going to use a self-tapper here, so we can go right into the side plastic frame right there, hold it in place. We want to have it on the inside of the rubber too. Okay, then we just push that screw in there. Make sure it's nice and tight. You don't want to over tighten it so you don't crack anything, but so it's snug. Tighten that thing up, push it in there, nice and tight. You got to use a washer, you can use a washer.
Great success.
But that'll squeeze it nice and tight there against the bumper. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. You could run a nice black bead of silicone on there. Got tape lines, and now we'll apply silicone and then wipe it off for a nice thin line, pull the tape off. We're gonna run a nice smooth finger bead around the front, just like you would, yep, in your bathroom. And then once we do this, we pull the tape right off, and we've got a nice perfectly smooth line. Pull the top off first on the front. And we'll take the bottom part off and let it dry. If you get silicone on anything, you can easily rub it off with WD-40 takes it off, Goo Gone, rubbing alcohol. Well, I'll get that stuff to come right off. All right, now we'll move on to the rear diffuser. Rear diffuser has has a couple bolts. There's one, there's two. And we'll take those off right there, take those off, and again on this side, take those off. And once we do that, this also has little slots in there, so it just kind of wraps around and comes right off pretty easy. All right, once the bolts are out, just like the front, this piece will just come out. Again, it's held in there with these really, really tight tabs, but it does pop out. All right, this is the rear diffuser. We'll get this open to fit on the rear. All right, this is the new rear diffuser, which will pop that in place. So we've got ridges in there. We'll slide into the tabs, put our bolts on, got the side pieces over there. So now time to install this. So the best way to install the rear diffuser is to pull the bumper off. A couple bolts there, a couple bolts there, a couple bolts there. And now I've got the rear bumper off. Since the tabs are reversed, it'll be easier to slide them in opposite. So you can see here from the back, we can slide over all the tabs a lot easier than doing it on the car. So we'll pop each one of those in place and then it'll be securely on there. So with the bumper off, we're able to get all the carbon pieces to snap and slide inside. So now we just got to put the bumper back on, bolt it together. And to give it a nice finish, I wanted to do a little RWB. So I've created a nice thin tape line so we can run a nice black bead of silicone on there. So again, we're going to run our finger on it. So we make a nice smooth line and then pull the tape off. The next part is we're going to take off the rear wing and put on the new VR Aero carbon fiber wing. So we've already pulled off the top of the factory wing, and now we can open up the new one and start that process. Okay, this is the new VR Aero GT2 carbon fiber wing. This is a factory replacement wing, so it works with the hydraulics, go up and down. And so now we have to switch those components to be able to bolt the wing in place. Pretty basic process. Shouldn't take you more than an hour to do that. Okay, got the wing all installed with this has the E-Ram kit, so similar, just different way you bolt it on there, but that is the wing in the up position. So that fits nice and good there, solid. We'll put that down here. You can see how it looks like when it's down. And this is the wing in the down position. So it flows nicely with the body lines. Still gives it a good aggressive look. So that is all the parts installed. Got the rear diffuser. Again, very nice. A nice little silicone bead around there, sturdy. Obviously the rear wing. And then the front lip. We've got a screw on the inside there. We also ran a silicone bead on the outside of this one. And that fits very sturdy as well. So that is the 3 pieces of the VR 997 Turbo carbon fiber Aero kit.